and he presented the enemy. This is that Enki and Enlil rascal energy that's being represented. You got that cosmology right there behind this text, hiding behind the Abrahamic religion. You got a mythos that goes back into like Sumeria somewhere, Atlantean type of stuff, or wherever those texts, those different kind of texts originate. So all of this is going on, and then Adam got to grind for his. He got to get it by the sweat of his brow. Everybody's passing the buck, blaming each other, right? Eve is saying, no, the serpent deceived me, but he ain't deceived you. You ain't died from it. You ended up knowing something. You ended up being like God, knowing good and evil, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, they died later, but hey, who's to say that, what would have been another couple of, 100 years had they not touched the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil? You know what I mean? Who's to say that it wouldn't have been that much different? Because they didn't die immediately. So after all of this, now they get named, right? So I'm skipping down to verse 20. It said Adam named his wife Eve because she would become the mother of all the living. So he crowned her. What is this, a consolation prize? Like, okay, even though I just blamed you, now I gotta crown you. I gotta name you Eve. I gotta name you darkness. Like it was her fault. She's not the one that presented the fruit. It was the serpent that presented the fruit. You gonna blame Eve for giving you the fruit when you was right there when the serpent presented it? The serpent was talking to her, but weren't y'all a unit? I mean, if the serpent is talking to Eve, ain't he talking to Adam? You standing right next to her. Ain't he talking to y'all? So nobody could blame nobody. Nothing on nobody. I forget what movie that's from. Nothing on nobody though. So the Lord made garments of skin for Adam and his wife and clothed them. That he won't even name them. Whoa, he just Adam and his wife. So he got that patriarchal energy right there. He ain't gonna call her Eve. He just Adam and his wife. No, Adam gave her a name. Jehovah. Adam gave her a name. Her name is Eve. And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. Verse 23, so the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been taken. And he drove the man out and placed on the east side of the Garden of Eden cherubim and a flaming sword flashing back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life. Very radical stuff. Very, very radical stuff right there. That's a mouthful. So now whatever they clothed themselves with, I guess that wasn't good enough. So now the Lord, he gives them clothes. He said, well, nah, if you're going to wear anything, you're going to wear what I tell you to wear. You're going to wear my brand. So he dresses them. And maybe, I think the older translations say is badger skin compared to fig leaves. So yeah, I'll take leather over grass jeans any day. So we're not going to throw shade on the Lord, on account of the clothing thing. No matter how Jacob and Esau-ish this story reads like and smacks like. But this is wild too, because if the Lord God is only one, because a lot of people say is only the Lord, it's just him. But why did he say this in verse 22? Now we're at 322. Now we're right at the bullseye. We right in the heat of the matter. Now we at the skull and crossbones. 322. The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. That's one of the most strenuous passages in the entire Bible, because that's telling you that God is not alone. It's an Elohim council. So then God ain't the only one. See, if you coming in a religion, though, you train to believe that God is the only one, but he's not the only one. He just told you he's not the only one. He said he's become like one of us. So what are you saying? Are there some other gods that don't know good and evil? Because he said he's become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Are there some gods that know only good? Are there some gods that know only evil? Are there some gods who just are and know neither good nor evil? Look at all of the questions that opens up for the Lord God to say, oh, he's become like one of us. We got to cut him. We got to keep them from going into life. Why? You know why? I see it now. Because getting access to the tree of life is what makes you a god. So as many people as partake of the tree of life partake of godhood. That's why. And for whatever reason, again, they don't want their power subverted. They don't want their authority overturned. So they're not going to give you all the keys to the kingdom, all the secrets and all the tricks and make you a god. They ain't going to give you all that. Are they giving you that right now in society on earth? All right, then, as it is in heaven. They ain't giving it to you like that up there either. There's going to be some blinders. There's going to be some catches, some trap doors. And all for what? I thought there was enough power to go around. This is Super T Sigma of Sigma Programming. I thank you for your time and attention. You already know reaching is teaching. I just wanted to dabble a little bit because I had some curiosities. In the meantime, people, just continue to vibrate high and maintain balance. Peace.